Welcome back, freelancers. I'm Fiat Rescue, and we're doing something a little different than we normally have. Typically, we'd be doing a gear showcase, but we're actually doing something a little bit different from now on. Now that we've completed all the gear, we can kind of go more into build details. So we'll go into Bastion and showcase that.
You look ready. I'll start a review of all incoming reports for unusual activity.
Okay, so we're just going to be starting these videos out in GM3. But the build is going to rotate, or this build kind of rotates around being Thanos as the Colossus. The focus of it is the gauntlets. So the way I'm going with this build is everything on me is going to be a primer, except for my melee, which is going to be the Earthshaker Gauntlet. And I'm going to treat everything as if I've got the gemstones and I'm using all the different types of elements. So I've got Voltic Dome for electric and frost damage. I've got Green Solvent for acid damage, and also it's going to increase the damage of my combos by about 200%. And then I've got Rauner's Blaze for fire, and then Jor's Wrath is a backup for electric in case Voltic Dome is just not really applying that electric effect enough. Pretty much my components, I'm not going to go over those too much because we kind of already know that according to the last or the most recent blog post that components are kind of not going to potentially be in 2.0. They're potentially going to be artifacts. We don't know the specifics on them, whether or not they're going to change to artifacts or if they're just going to completely be dismantled and now artifacts is going to be a whole new system. We don't even know if our javelins are going to get reset. Berserker's Cry, I'm really just going with because it's got some gear. It's got gear recharge because I'm going to be using my charge a lot, and also it's going to increase, it's going to reduce their health or their resistance, not their health, just the resistance of the enemy type, and then additionally increases my melee damage by 200% and reduce the melee cooldown, so I should be able to spam my melee. We'll head over here and take on some outlaws, and with this series, I'm going to go ahead and take on other enemy types as well. So we got some scorpions over here, and we'll just kind of check it out here. This is kind of like a goofier build. With all the showcases, we were kind of just going over the gear, so everyone kind of was on the same level of understanding. But now we can kind of mess around with stuff. There should be some outlaws over here, though. Alright, cool, we found a bunch of them. So we'll go ahead and use Voltic Dome to take down their shield, freeze them, should ground them, and they're primed, so I can detonate them. And then we'll see if we can use acid. Oh, if not, I can just set them on fire. With this build, mostly Voltic Zone's been like my go-to just because it's so quick and it's so up close. And the problem with the acid one, because I was using the Sentinel's Vengeance, it's a weapon instead, which I've found a lot more better use with that one. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was talking about when I first started this series, is how pretty much if you're not in a dungeon, the enemy types out here are really squishy. Like, I don't even think I'm going to need Battle Cry. Pretty much, I'm just going around, and this, even though I'm calling it a Thanos build, it's really just a, Invisible Mike Tyson. It's pretty much just a melee build for Colossus. Alright, should only be a couple more enemies left. Okay, so, let's see if we can find them. No, what is going on? There you go. I don't know why that took so long. So a couple options that you could do is replace Voltic Dome. Well, no, Voltic Dome needs to stay, but you could replace Rauner's Blaze. Just go ahead and take down their shield, their armor, so acid will do a lot more damage against them, same with fire. Nice. Should just be this one. And, oh, nope. Gotta use my my melee. So, go ahead and use Battle Cry, Berserker Cry, and it reduced their overall health. So, we'll go ahead and find some different enemy types.
It's not too far from where you are to that distress signal. A Titan. We need to get to that strider now. Wait, there are signals coming from the cargo bay. We may have survivors.
Titan's always taking down these striders. I don't know what their problem is. We'll go ahead and take them on though. Let's see if we can prime them real quick with acid. Uh-oh. Kinda need to use my shield for this. Alright, ooh. I'm thinking they're primed? Nope, they're not. So they are very resistant to priming. Okay, so now they're ice primed. Let's see if we can electric prime them though. Actually, this is a perfect time to use that Berserker Cry. And then let's see if... Oh. See if we can prime them. Maybe from behind you. Alright, so that's not working out very well. Let's see if we can catch them on fire. Okay, they're on fire, so... I guess? I don't know.
Stay focused. We'll see this through.
Oh man, so here's the problem that you're gonna have with Titans, is that because there's such a high level of resist, and they have such a high level of resist effect, it's gonna be hard to take them out or keep them primed. He's doing that again? All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take them out real quick. Yes, perfect. See that weak point.
That's it. We can do this. It's down. Finally. It truly is.
Granted, that wasn't the Gauntlet, but I mean, come on. I don't think I was going to take him down with just that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and collect all this and then move on to some other enemy types. No Legos. Sad Colossus. Oh, that was an accident. That was genuinely an accident.
Scar scouting band located. I wonder what they're up to.
Okay, according to the Fae, we got some scars over here. Nice. Actually, I will electrify these suckers. See if I can prime them. Primed? I don't think so. Oh, actually, we'll try melee. Oh, he was primed. Okay. And then we'll freeze him. Or maybe not. Set him on fire. There you go. Nice. So there's probably better combo builds out there, but like I said, I'm just trying to have fun with this. Ooh, maybe I can prime these guys with jars. Oh, punch me in the face. Punch you in the ground. Set them on fire. Oh, that's not bad. I'm trying to get about 500,000 out of a combo, which is possible. I just don't have the inscriptions for it though. I think the most I've been seeing is about 300,000. Should be able to give him electric effect. There we go. Freeze him. Set him on fire. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I made a couple changes. I pulled off Green Sullivan, and I put on this is a Crucible, and then I took off Founder's Blaze for Sentinel's Vengeance. So my combo's going to do significantly less damage, but I'm going to be able to prime the enemy types a lot better. I don't know why I'm still under electric effect. I got him with one. That's cool. I just feel like I'm able to prime them a little bit better with this build. The combo effects are going to be a lot less. Actually, they seem like they're better. That's ironic. Oh. Alright, so good. We're getting pretty good combos now. We'll go ahead and use... I think I'm frozen. Set them on fire because they are a armored enemy type, so fire should be more useful against them. Alright. Just want to keep spamming this battle cry over and over and over. To be honest with you, this isn't the most efficient build. Like I said, it's more for just having fun. And this build kind of is applicable to all javelin types. Okay, so we pretty much cleared them all out. We'll kind of go over some afterthoughts. So, ooh, did I not? Okay. So, let's go over here. Ooh, somebody's down. Alright, so the Colossus build, like, yeah, or the Thanos build. Like I said, it's more of a melee build. There's not a whole lot that's special about it. It's literally just using a bunch of different primers to kind of mix up the priming with the enemy types so they can't really prevent from being primed. It confuses their resistance because it's so many different types of primers. And then using your melee as your prime detonator, because the melee really doesn't have a cooldown, whereas like with pretty much everything else I either need to reload at some point or I have to wait for the gear to recharge or whatever. Where with the melee being the prime source of a detonator, it really doesn't need it. And like I said, this is applicable to all javelins. All javelins can do this pretty well. I think the Colossus, it works out a lot better because they have a lot more close range primers than some of the other javelins, in my opinion. And then yeah, not much to it. Pretty fun build. I wouldn't say this is something you'd want to go into a stronghold like trying to speed run with, because it's not very efficient. But it is fun, and that's why I wanted to do that build. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end the video there. I'm Defeated Rescue, and hope to see you guys out in Bastion. Peace.